Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a video about my 2 to about 9 month essentials. I did a newborn must-have video, and a lot of those things in that video I would still consider must-haves in this age frame, but I'm not going to list them just for the sake of being redundant. So I'll have that video linked down below if you want to check it out so you can see what else I consider essentials. And while you're down there, make sure you check out the rest of the description. I have all kinds of stuff, my social media, and while you're down there, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. I upload every single week, and please give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you liked it, and I will keep doing videos like this. I have a lot of stuff here, and a lot of the bigger items I don't have in here, or they're in storage because she doesn't use them anymore. So I have videos and pictures that I'm going to be inserting throughout the video so that you can see her using them. It'll be super cute, and it'll be nice to see some of these things in action instead of just hearing about them. This was definitely the time for toys and teething. She got interested in toys around this time. She started being able to play, plus she was teething a lot. She had her first teeth by, I would say, no later than 7 months old. So a lot of this stuff is teething related. So I'm sure everybody knows this first one, but it is Sophie the giraffe. She really did like this thing, probably not as much as I've heard other people say that their kids like it, but it was nice because she was able to hold on to it around the feet or around the neck, and she would chew on it. She didn't actually learn how to squeak it until recently, but she loved this. It was nice and soft, so I felt okay with giving it to her in the car, easy to travel with. You just can't let it get like soaking wet because water will get in the hole and mold will grow. Along those same lines, I also have the little pink elephant. It's by a different brand, but she loved this one, I think maybe more than Sophie. She loved biting on the ears. It also squeaks, and same thing with the hole. You can't let that get wet, but she loved chomping on the feet and the ears, and this was definitely a must-have. The next one is this cute wooden butterfly rattle. It is by Mary and Kate. I got this off of Amazon. She loved this thing. She would chew on this so much. I was actually worried at first because she would swing this thing all over the place, and she did clonk herself a couple times. Not very hard. It didn't seem to bother her, but it really scared me, and it made me worry about giving it to her sometimes. So this was a supervision only toy, but she really liked chewing on the corners and holding it and playing with that. Definitely a must-have in those teething months. The next one was actually a gift from my neighbor. I'm sure everybody's seen this one too, but it is just the banana toothbrush-like thing. She absolutely loved this thing. She still holds this all the time and chews on it. She loves chewing on the little loops right here and the toothbrush. She loves brushing her teeth, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but this is definitely a must-have. The next one are these Zoli teethers. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it just because it's white, but the brand is Zoli, and it just has like a silicone tip up here and a nice, easy to hold handle. This was one of the first things that she was actually able to hold and chew on because it is so small, and she really liked this. I have some really cute videos that I will put in of her chewing on the pink one because it came with 2 of them. So I would definitely say if your baby starts teething early like mine did, this is an awesome one to get because it's really easy for little ones to hold on to. The next one isn't specific to this one. This one's her favorite that we have, but this is one that you can put in the fridge and it gets nice and cold. It's easy for her to hold, and it helped with her teething. She still uses these. We put them in the fridge for her to chew on. You can also put like a wet rag in the fridge and let them chew on that. These were nice to have, and I would definitely recommend having something cold and something soothing. I think they really helped make her teething experience a little bit more comfortable, and that's honestly all it's about, is making her more comfortable in those times. The next must-have was this butterfly. This was probably the first favorite toy that she had. When she first started getting interested in toys, this was the one that really got her there. She loved looking in the mirror, playing with these ribbons, listening to these, and crinkling the wings. It just has so much going on. She loved looking at it and feeling it and playing with it. It was honestly probably the first toy that she really engaged with, and it was nice to see that from her. I got it for her for Christmas, and I think she really enjoyed this. The next things I have, they're not necessarily toys, but they are books just in general. She loves to listen to books. She loves to be read to. This one is probably her favorite. It's Goodnight Moon, and if you can tell, it's very well loved and falling apart all over the place. I need to get her a new one. I actually lost it for a week, and I have this book memorized completely, and so I just recited the book to her instead, but she likes to look through it, and she loves the part with the cow jumping over the moon because I make cow noises for her, and she really enjoys that. But yeah, this is probably her favorite one, but she really loves any book. She'll sit, and that's probably the only time she'll sit still is when she's having a book read to her. This one is another one of my favorites, and maybe hers too, I don't know, but it's a touch and feel book. This one is That's Not My Elephant. I got this for her before she was born, and like the ears here are Velcro. It has like leather and just bumpy things and fuzzy things, and I really like books like this. I have a couple, and she really likes to feel them, but I can't let her just play with her books anymore by herself because she will sit and try to eat them. So these are supervision only toys as well. The next must-have I've talked about before, but they are just MAM pacifiers. These are the over 6-month ones, so these are the bigger ones. These ones are the sensitive with the gaps right here. We have a couple of the regular ones too, but the majority of the ones we have are like this. These are just the ones that she prefers, and she's always been a MAM pacifier kind of girl. Really, the only time she gets them is nap time and at bedtime. And if we're in the car or out and about, I like to give them to her then just to keep her entertained. And while we're on the topic of teething, I also Tylenol, infant Tylenol is a must-have. This is just the Publix brand. I'm not picky about the brand, whatever is cheapest, but when she is really hurting or when it's time for bed and she needs a little extra relief, Tylenol has been a lifesaver. I also used Baby Orajel, and I've heard a couple of mixed reviews about what people think about Baby Orajel now, but I would use it sometimes if I couldn't give her more Tylenol and I just wanted to rub something on her gums. It seemed to help, but definitely not as long lasting as the Tylenol. I used Motrin a couple times as well, but I don't think Motrin helped her as much as Tylenol does. So it just depends on your baby. You could try both and see which one they like better. I know people like to alternate them, but I don't give it to her enough to need to alternate, so I just stick with Tylenol. I'm gonna go into feeding things next, and the first thing I have is this Easy Peasy mat. It's awesome. It sticks to the high chair. I just put a little tiny bit of water on there and they can't get it off. These sections are actually portioned by the size, so 2 ounces, 2 ounces, and 4 ounces. So you know how much to give them. I don't really follow that too closely. She eats a lot, and she definitely eats more than would fit in these little sections, but this is nice. And actually, I found what I really like using this for. It comes with this really nice travel bag, and I like to just put it in this bag and put it in the diaper bag. And the other day we used it at a restaurant. I just did the same thing. I put a little bit of water here, stuck it to the table, and pulled her right up in her high chair, and it was really nice because I could just put food in here for her at the restaurant. She could just feed herself with it, and I didn't have to worry about her food being all over the table. So I really like that. And then I can just put it back in the bag and take it home and This is dishwasher safe, so I just toss this in the dishwasher, wipe this out if it needs it, put it back, and stick it right back in the diaper bag. And this has been awesome. I actually got it on sale on Amazon Prime Day, and I love it. The next must-have are these baby pouches. I'm not specifically talking about this brand. This one happens to be the Gerber Organic line. This one is apple, carrots, and squash, but honestly, I just get whatever is cheapest or whatever looks good because I just like to keep these in the diaper bag and give them to her when we're on the go. When she was still little, she didn't quite get the concept of sucking on it, so I would have to put it onto a spoon and then give it to her. But now that she knows how to drink it, it's a lot easier. I can just sort of hand it to her if we're out, and she'll drink it if we're not somewhere where we can sit down and eat. These are awesome. And then speaking of spoons, I just have the Munchkin ones. I got these in my Target haul in a couple videos ago. Just any baby spoon, honestly. I like these ones just because they came with a bunch in one pack, but you definitely need some spoons. The next feeding thing I have are these newbie sippy cups. These are our favorite ones. We have a couple that don't have the handles and they're a little bit bigger, but just in general, this brand is our favorite. She likes the handles, but she can do it without. They're really nice, they don't leak, and they're nice and cheap, so we just have a bunch of those. The last kind of feeding thing I have are these Tommy Tippy bibs. I know I've mentioned these before, and honestly, any bibs will do. I have a pack that I will link down below that I got from Amazon. I think it came with like 10 or 12 bibs, all different colors. Just anything, honestly, but during this time when she's feeding herself, bibs are a must, especially when we're out and about. I like these because they're reversible, and like I've mentioned, they have the little milk catcher around the bib. And then kind of feeding related, but more breastfeeding related, she is still breastfed. I actually have this, and I'm not even sure of the brand. I will have it linked down below though, but this is for when she's nursing on one side. I can attach this to the other side and it will catch the letdown milk. But honestly, what I use it for, this might be kind of weird, but I will hand express milk out and just put it right into here. Makes it nice and easy. It has a lid and you can just store it in the fridge. If I need it, I can just pour the milk into her sippy cup and put it in the fridge in case anybody else is going to be feeding her. And the last thing feeding wise is a high chair. And this is more just about what you are looking for in a high chair. Personally, I wanted one that had a removable top tray so it was easy to clean up. I wanted one that was easily wiped down. And I actually went with the Xoxo brand. And I'll insert some video right now of her using it. But I really liked that high chair. It was nice and easy to use, super easy to clean. The cover just came right off and you could toss it in the wash. Here we actually have a Kiko brand one. It's a little bit more complicated as far as the buckle goes, but it's just as nice. And it has the removable cover, and the one here actually collapses smaller, so that's nice because the Xoxo one does not actually collapse smaller, which is kind of a downside if you need something that takes up less space. Just a high chair, like I said, one that fits the needs that you are going to be looking for. And then the next thing I want to talk about is this FisherPrice Sit Me Up floor seat. I got this one right here. I will insert some pictures of her in it right now. But this thing was super nice when she couldn't sit up on her own. I would bring this in the bathroom with me and put her in there when I needed to take a shower. And it came with 2 little toys on it that kept her nice and busy. It was comfortable. I actually think I paid under $25 for it on Amazon, so I'll have that down below as well. And along the same lines of things they sit in and can play with, I actually got her this Skip Hop activity center, and I will insert some videos and pictures of her playing with this right now. But I went with this one because I loved that the bottom went up and down. I loved that the toys were adjustable and removable. I could decide which ones I wanted on there, or I could take them off if I wanted to. The only thing I would say bad about this is that the seat itself, or the ring around it, doesn't have a whole lot of padding. So when she was really little, I would just put a muslin blanket around her so that it just gave her a little extra support and a little extra cushion. But part of the reason I love this is because it actually grows with them. Like I said, the bottom moved down so that it grew with their legs. But also when they get older, it turns into just like an actual table for them to use. So this is something that, even though it's a little bit more expensive, it can grow with her and we will be able to use it for a while. So that was kind of how I justified the price, but I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for something that is nice for baby to play with, but then is also multi-purpose and can grow with them later on. And then the last thing I have that you kind of put them in to sit in is this little baby jumper. It is by Even Flow. I paid under $20 for this, and you hook it on your door frame and they can just jump away. It's adjustable, which was really important to me because we had weird sized door frames in our old house. So this was really nice. I will insert some videos of her jumping in this right now.
Whoa.
As you could see, she loved it. She would swing around in it. She would jump in it. She really liked it. And it was nice because I had it in the kitchen and I would put her in it when I was cooking. And it was easy because she couldn't go anywhere, but she was still having a lot of fun. Moving on to more sleep related things. The next thing I have is this summer infant care monitor. It has a nice big screen on it. You can have multiple cameras. The sound is really good. It has really good day and night vision. I loved that the screen was so big, so nice and easy to see her. You can actually talk to them through it. I usually don't use that because if she hears me and doesn't see me, it makes her a little upset. But it is an option if that's something you're looking for. Plus, you can buy multiple cameras and then use this monitor with it, and you can switch between cameras or between rooms. So I think that is really nice, especially if you have multiple kids. And the only complaint that I have about this is that the battery doesn't last that long. It's decent if it's fully charged, but it could definitely be better, and I usually don't go anywhere without it, without the charger. I usually carry the charger with me when I have this, so that kind of sucks, but everything else is good. I'm willing to let that slide. The last sleep related thing I have is the Dom sound machine. I got the white one, and I really love this because it's not like a song that plays or anything annoying like that. And that was really important to me because I knew she would be sleeping in our room and I did not want something annoying. And this, you can adjust the sound. It's really just a fan inside of here. So it's nice and almost soothing. Honestly, Aaron and I both enjoy this. It's really nice to drown out the noise, and you can adjust it through the sound. It has 2 settings, low and high. Plus, you can adjust by turning the side here. I don't know how much you can see because it is white, but you can turn the side and then turn the top as well to adjust the sound even more. I love this thing, and I'm so glad I invested in this because it's honestly one of my favorite baby products. Next, I'm gonna go into some personal care items, and the first one is just a baby brush, the soft bristle. I have been using this even though she didn't have hair. If you kind of massage their head gently with it, it's supposed to like stimulate the hair follicles to help their hair grow. That, and I loved using this when she had cradle cap. I would just put some coconut oil on her hair, rub it in, let it sit for maybe 5 minutes, take this, rub it in circles on her head, and it took care of her cradle cap right away. So I've used this for multiple things, and now that she has lots of hair, I use it to brush her hair, of course, and it also doubles as a really good toy because she loves playing with this. I'll stick it in the diaper bag so I can use it for her hair or to give her to keep her entertained. really nice, and you know, it's just typical baby brush. The next one is kind of important, but if your baby doesn't have teeth yet, mine got hers kind of early. She has 5 teeth already and she's working on 2 more right now. But I just have this little toothbrush and toothpaste. It is the just Orajel training toothpaste. This one is the My Little Pony. She loves to have her teeth brushed. I really think she enjoys the flavor of the toothpaste, but she loves to let me brush her teeth. She loves to do it herself. I actually gave her a clean, like, adult toothbrush that she loves to carry around and chew on and play with. It's really cute, but these ones are really important. I think it's very important to start dental hygiene early. Plus, it gets them used to having their teeth brushed really early on so that they're not fighting it as much when they get older. And once they have teeth, you really got to take care of them. The next thing I have, I mentioned in my newborn must-haves video, but I kind of wanted to mention it in here just because I love it so much, but it's the Organic Healing Balm by The Honest Company. And honestly, The Honest Company is a must-have as a whole, just because I haven't had to worry about running out of diapers or running out of wipes, and that has been really, really nice because I actually forgot to order, or I forgot to have my shipment sent, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like almost out of diapers, and I had to run to the store, and I was like, I'm not gonna let that happen again. I love that they just ship it right to my house. The diapers are super cute, and I know that it's a little bit expensive to have the bundle shipped, but to be honest, I've only paid for like 1 tube of this because I get so many codes to my email offering free items that I have gotten every other tube after that free. And like with my last shipment, it should actually be here maybe today or tomorrow. They included a free body wash and shampoo and a free pack of extra wipes, which was awesome. So I am constantly getting free stuff. Like I think I got a free eyeshadow palette once. I got a free bag of their detergent pods. I've gotten lots of stuff from them. So I feel like even though it is a little bit more expensive, for the convenience to have it shipped to my house and not have to worry about that, to have the wipes already included, it's definitely worth the price to me, and I definitely think you should look into it as well. This is not sponsored at all. I just really love The Honest Company. I love that all of their products are natural and they don't give Amelia any kind of rash. She never has gotten one from their products, so I will definitely be using them as long as she is still in diapers. The next personal care item I have is just this Neutrogena baby sunscreen. I really like this one because it says it is pure and free, and this is the baby specific one. It is SPF 50 and it says it is tear free, fragrance free, and water resistant up to 80 minutes. And we have a pool out here, so we use this a lot. I'm actually almost already out of this. It's around $5, but I really like it because it doesn't break her skin out. I've tried a couple other brands and they gave her little bumps on her skin. This one actually says it's also accepted by the National Eczema Association, which I really like because it's nice and gentle and I don't have to worry about it giving her any problems. And I've never had her have a sunburn while I've been using this, so I really like it and I would definitely recommend this one. The last must-have I want to talk about are these little baby rompers. This one's pretty bright, but they are really, really convenient, especially when they start to move around a lot. I know Amelia did not want to be held down to be changed very often, so even changing her diaper, these were super convenient because I didn't have to take a pair of pants off of her, undo her onesie, and then do her diaper. I could just unbutton this, move it up, and it's all one piece, so I don't have to fuss with several pieces of clothing. And the less amount of time I had to hold the girl down, the better. So these were super nice, and I'm pretty sure I got every single one of these at Sam's Club for around $5. I have a bunch more, and I'm actually kind of sad because she's just growing out of practically all of them, and I'm gonna need to get some more in a bigger size because these are definitely a must-have for a very wiggly baby. Okay, so those were all of my must-haves for, like I said, about the 2 to 9 month range. She just turned 10 months old a couple days ago, so when I thought about it, these were the things that made not only mine and Erin's life easier, but her life easier and a little bit more comfortable as well, especially starting the food journey and through teething. These things were definite must-haves. And like I said, I'll also have these things all linked down below if you want to check them out or if you want to get any of them for yourself. If you have any suggestions or other things that you thought were must-haves that I didn't mention, put it in a comment down below so any moms watching can get ideas as well. And while you're down there, please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I upload every single week and I wouldn't want you to miss another video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.